Okay, let me share my screen. So basically what we are going to discuss is like array methods. Okay. Now everyone, let me start it, right? Yeah. So everyone knows like either we are working or if we are giving the intros also, right? So there are methods which we use while development also. Just give me a moment. So sorry. Okay. So either you are working on a project, right? Or you are focusing on the interviews. Array methods like find, filter, include, index of, map, reduce. This method everyone is going to ask you. Doesn't matter about your experience, like if you are a fresher, 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus, 7 plus, or even 9 plus or 10 plus also. I recently did a change for 9, 8 plus. So I also got asked the same question, but after that, they go one step ahead also. But again, find filter, find index, right? Index of, then include this method, everyone is going to ask you regardless of your experience, right? Now, what are the difference? When to which use, right? When to go for a find, when to go for a filter method. So everything is there. Find index of, include, everything has proper purpose. Like when to use which one. Otherwise, there would not be so many ways to just filter out the array, right? So there are actually use cases when we have to go for a find, when we have to go for a filter, right? So that programmatically we are going to see. First, now focused on the interview. When you are in the interview, na, they won't ask you to use the VS Code. Most of you might have been saying like they will ask you to open any compiler, either you say JS Fiddle or this programmingbase.com or so many compiler there. Even Stackblades also they will ask you, right? Now, what extra thing is over here, because you don't have a control. Now, some methods like IntelliSense, everything, it won't come over here. So if you have actually written the code by yourself, then only you can write it confidently. So that's why they won't ask you to share your share your screen and do it on the VS Code. They ask you to do in this kind of platform. Or there are some other platform also where you write it over here. Now, parallelly, he can also see on his screen. You don't have to share it also. That socket based simultaneously what you write, he can also see in the same admin mode, right? Those are also kind of applications are there. Okay. Now first I will explain find and filter. We will start with very basic. So I have created some arrays. Let's say first we will go with this roll number list. Now this is an array. If you see over here array, like 101 is over here and 101 again I'm putting it over here. Okay. So now you can see the number 101 is getting repeated twice. Now, if I have to check if 101 number is there in my array or not. So there are multiple ways. Okay. So first constant is 101 present. Okay. Now my array dot find method. So with find, this is an array of string, sorry, array of integer. So you can directly get the value with your arrow operator. So x is equal to x. In x, you will directly get the value because your roll number contains array of integer. So in x, you will directly get the value itself. Equal to what with what you need to compare? 101. Okay. Now if I print it, console.log, this one over here, let's run it. How do we move this upward? We can move it, right? This nice thing. Anyway, so now you can see 101 number is present twice, but in response, I got just one. So which is this number? Now in my array, I have 2 times 101. So when you use find, what find does, whatever the first record it get, it will return you that. So this will return. Okay, this 101, whatever the record you are getting, now this is nothing but this one. So find will only return a single element. Find will always return the single element. Okay. And which element, even if whatever the condition you are passing, currently we are what condition we are passing, the number is equal to 101. So whatever the first element which matches the condition, that only it will return. Okay. Now similar to like this, constant multiple 101. Okay. Same query, but instead of find, I will use filter now. Okay. Let's print this also. Clear, run. See, find had given you only one element, whereas filter has given you array. So that is the difference. 70% people, again, it's not like we cannot discriminate anyone. If you are not using it daily in the project, or you didn't find any scenarios where you have not used find or filter, so it might get confusing sometimes that you might say vice versa also. Find will always return you a single element, whatever the matching element it find. Okay. And filter will get you all the matching element. Okay. Now here's a question. If find, what do we say? If we pass 320 over here, what should we get it over here in multiple 101? What we will get it in find and filter, both the cases. Let's say over here also I'm passing 320. What output I will get it over here and what output I will get it over here? Any guesses?
In find, we will get undefined.
Here you are saying undefined. And here?
Blank array.
Like this?
Empty array.
Yes.
Anyone else think of something else? Okay, let's run it.
Both empty array.
Right? Undefined and empty array. So as I said, find will only expect an element to be find. If it is not there, whatever the condition you are passing, if that element doesn't exist, you will get undefined. Okay. Whereas filter always return the matching element. How many number of matching element you have? Right? So it will get you the array of it. So that's why currently 320 doesn't exist, but it has written an empty array. So whenever we actually work on the project, we write, whenever you use find, those who have joined, those who are actually working on the MNC project and big enterprise application. So when you raise a PR, and if you are using find somewhere, right? So they ask you to always add a undefined check, right? Because if the element is not there, it will be undefined. And let's say you are doing something operation with this, and if it is undefined, your code will break, right? So with the find, we always add undefined check, and with filter, we always check a length. Got it? Okay. Find and filter is clear now?
Sir, a filter return a new array, na? Or modify original
Yeah,
array?
both. No, both. Find and filter both returns a new array only. Okay.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't modify the existing one. This is by using this array, it is finding whatever the condition we are passing and it is returning a new array. That's why we have stored it over here. Clear? It doesn't do any change in the original array. Clear all?
Yes. Sir.
Find return a one element, right?
Find always return one element.
First element.
Even though let's say this 101 is twice, but it will return the first element only. Now, how you will identify if this is the first element or not? See, here you are getting that find is returning a first element, but how you will make sure that this is the first element or not? By checking the output, you cannot say na that this is the first element. So how you can identify this is the first element or not? Anyone?
The index
Include.
of. Index of.
Index
No,
of.
no.
Yes.
Understand my question one more time. My question is, I say find always returns the first element, whatever is get. Okay. In this array, we have 101 over here also and over here also. Now, by seeing the output, can you say that this is this element or this element? So is there an alternate way to prove this theory that find always returns a first element we get? Now got my question?
We can use
Check
include.
sequentially.
Oh, no. Understand my question properly. I'm asking a rhetorical question. This is scenario based. We say कि find will always return the first element we get. Okay. Now, if it is an array of number, there is no way to identify like this is the first element or this is the element we are getting. Got it? Now, my question is how you will explain the interviewer that this is the first element we are getting. In case of find, you will always get the first element. How you will explain this?
So find basically when which condition we have defined that got that don't go to next element. It's written that way.
How you have to justify your answer, right? How you will justify your answer that find will only get you the first matching element.
Sir, find function accept two parameters. First one and second is the index. No?
No.
First
The
element,
I
sir.
mean-
find index.
Iteration will always start from 0 on 2,
By
3.
printing zero index.
No. I think you are not getting my question. I will provide you the answer, then you will have able to relate. Okay. My question was how you will convince interviewer that find always will get you the first matching element. In case of integer array or string array, you cannot justify that. But if it is an array of object, then you can say, okay, let me get the array of object, then you will understand.
The find once we get the answer, then it won't repeat. It won't search again one more time.
No, you are just
So
explaining the
there
use
is
cases of find.
another method like find index.
No, wait. Let me explain it, then you will understand. Okay. Now this is a product array. Okay. Here, laptop is Vice. See the array now. Object 1 and object 2 are identical. Just ID is different. Okay. Price is also, let's say, different.
Okay.
Okay. See, over here, you are not able to tell this 101, whatever the output we are getting is this one or that one. Because you know the find, you are saying, yeah, 100% like this is the first element. My question was, how do you explain it? That this is the first element you are getting. Okay. Now, same query, I'm adding it over here on the array of object. Constant is laptop. Okay. Products dot find from bracket M. Now M, what do we get in M? What type of data you will get it in M?
Object,
Right? So M dot your name equal to laptop. Okay. Now tell me which record I will get it over here.
First one.
First one with ID 1. Okay. See now. This was I was asking how you will justify. Because in array of string or array of integer, you cannot identify because there is no other property that will identify like this is the first element what you got, right?
Okay.
See now, if I run, see which object you got with the ID 1. Now you can understand when you use the find, whatever the condition you are passing, doesn't matter how many records are there, it will always return the first element matching that condition. See, with ID 1 you got. So now you understood why find will only get you the first element?
Yes.
That was a rhetorical question. It was not possible to explain why we are getting 101. But here now you can explain. See, ID with 1 only we got. Understood my question now?
नाही सर मला नाही कळालं.
See, my question was how you will explain interviewer that you get the first element. In case of integer array, is there any way to say like this is the element you are getting from seeing the output? Is there any way that you can explain, no, this is the output? But now if it is an array of object, you can say, see, one record, first record only we are getting with the ID 1 because laptop is there 2 times. But first record you are getting because here you have another property to identify like this element you are getting.
Okay,
Now understood?
Got it. Yeah.
See,
Sir, I have one doubt.
yeah.
In above example, like integer array, can we pass find x comma I? Then in I, we found the index,
No. That
because
is find
in our
index.
project,
That is Find index, na?
No. Find
Hmm.
in
Mhm.
bracket x comma I.
X.
Actually,
Okay,
find
function you
method
are asking me
expect.
to write.
Yeah,
Function you
right.
are
No. Just
Hmm.
write x comma I in bracket.
Hmm.
In parent,
Yes.
arrow
Value and the
function.
index.
Yeah.
So here that is as
Yes.
nothing but either you write the arrow function or the normal function, because find
So
has
here
those
also
many
we found
parameters.
which
Right.
element we
Here
are
you can
using.
get the index,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. But if you just go with the normal syntax what we use with array of object, you can clearly understand like why with the find you get the first element, because there are some other properties which we can validate. Clear?
So I would like to add here. So
Yeah.
in the nutshell, when we use the find method, whatever the value, the matching value, once
Conditions.
we got the matching condition, it will not iterate to the
Right. It
further
won't consider
object,
the remaining
further
one. Right.
elements. Yeah,
Right.
it will not
Okay.
iterate even for the further elements.
See,
And
find and
once
filter, these are
we
nothing but loops only, no? So
yes,
once it find, it will stop.
yes, correct. But when we iterate through the index, whatever we had written just 2 minutes back,
Right.
x comma I, it will iterate to that specific index.
Yeah, because all the
Yeah.
element it will check now.
Yes,
No.
but
So you are
it will
saying so with this also you are saying it will iterate all.
iterate all, but it will particularly return only to iterate till the that specified index only.
First
So
index
let's
only.
say
First
I
index.
got the first
Yes.
one only. So it won't. You are saying it won't. It will iterate for the
No,
remaining
it will
also.
not.
No.
It will not. Yeah.
So basically, same it will work, na?
Yes.
Either you write this way or that way. It will stop whenever it got the first element.
Correct.
Actually, both are same.
Yeah, both are same only. Just the syntax is different, na? Writing way.
Hmm.
Okay. Here we are not using that optional parameter. We can use it also. Okay. Just like with filter also, we have 3 parameter, na? Your value, index, and whole array. 3 parameter we have: value, index, and whole array. Whatever the array you get. Okay.
Okay.
Again, we are not going into because most of us are struggling over here only, right? So because this is my also favorite question. Like when I took the interview, I just asked like, what is the difference between find and filter?
Excuse me.
Hardly.
If you don't mind, explain the splice and then splice. The two differences majorly.
Splice and
splice.
Splice is to remove, na? And slice is to cut the array.
Yeah. That one explain to theoretically here within one array concept.
You are asking me to explain that, or you want the difference?
Explain that here.
Splice is to remove element, right? And slice, what's the use of slice?
Cut.
Cut,
Based on
right? How do we cut the cake? From
Okay.
this to this, you need the set of elements.
Yes.
Okay. 0 to 5 only you need. 2 to 3 only you need. But you need to remove specific element. So you need to use the splice method. Okay.
But sir, if I want to the remove and add and something insert, so that time I'm using the splice, na?
Yeah.
Means
We
in
can
between
use
you want to
slice
add,
for
na?
inserting also.
Inserting also, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we don't have any method directly which we use like push, pop, shift, unshift is there. This will do the modification from start and the end. But if in between you want to add some elements, so there we use splice.
Actually, sir, in the splice, the index value, the parameters, it should be different. First should be taking start index. The second,
and then up to which?
How many numbers
what
want to
you
remove?
need to remove. Yes. Second is optional. If you don't specify the second, it will remove all the element from that.
But there is a major difference between splice and slice. Splice is the original array, right? And slice is just the copy.
It will return the new array. Splice will actually modify the existing array. And slice will get you a new array from the existing one. Right? Okay. Fine. So find and filter. Find will always return you a single element and filter will get you an array of matching element. Okay. Now, let's see, one more array was there. Let's get this employee array. Let's try to use this. It doesn't have black string. But let's use the VS Code now. And have a hands-on on this only. Because in interview, they won't ask you to use the VS Code. Because in VS Code, you might have so many extension installed, so all the IntelliSense will come over there.
Maximum
Okay, so
interviews
that's
maximum interviews asking online compilers.
yeah, online only. They won't ask you because here so many extensions are possible over here, na?
Yeah,
Which you can install. So all the code will IntelliSense. GitHub Copilot is also there, right? So
But
they
in
won't
the,
ask you to.
but nowadays every developer convenient to suggest objects.
Yeah, it's going to take us down
No,
only.
sir, notepad also over there.
Yeah, notepad also. Someone will ask notepad when they ask you to write on the notepad. Now they don't want the exact output. They just want you to write the pseudocode because in notepad, how you will
Yes,
identify
yes,
which
correct,
bracket is
correct.
missing. But at least pseudocode they will ask. Okay, they don't.
Yes.
Even most of the time, RxJS and everything code they are going to ask you write, right? They
Yes,
don't
yes, sir,
expect
correct,
everything,
correct.
but pseudocode you should be able to write, right?
Yes.
They also know that it is not possible to write the RxJS on notepad, but they will ask you to write something so that they can also understand that you know the topic. Okay. Now just identify this array. We have an employee list, and in an employee list, we have city and state. Now let's say from API, you got the whole data, but now you just, for some scenario, you just want the list from specific state. Okay. So constant MH only. So employees dot, I need employees which are from Maharashtra. So what I should use? I need
Okay. Filter.
filter.
Filters.
Okay, when I say condition, Maharashtra state can have multiple employees, na? So obviously filter, right?
Yes.
So filter round bracket M dot. Now you can see here you are getting IntelliSense and everything, right? We need to match it with states equal to Maharashtra. Okay, this.
Okay.
Why output is not coming? Okay,
You're not
we can
console.
print
You
it. Yeah. Okay. So you got two records which are from Maharashtra. See, Ankit, Amit, and Karan. Only two records are there with Maharashtra. Right? Now one more constant. Let's say you need to filter it out. One more two record I will add. Three records are there. And two are from Pune. Okay. Now if you check from Maharashtra, we have three records. Amit, Karan, and Divya. And out of that, two are from Pune. Now you need to match those who are from Maharashtra and those who belongs to the city Pune. So one more condition. Constant Maharashtra Pune only. So employees dot filter.
Sir, can we apply filter on MH only?
MH only means? Yeah, that also. No? Here you already got the record and then you will add it over here. That is also fine. Okay. But I wanted to show that condition and condition. That's why I'm using on the original array. And now when you say filter, obviously there might be multiple condition now with what you want to filter. So here you have the whole array. From this first condition is like where state is equal to Maharashtra and m dot city is equal to Pune. Okay. See, now we should get two record.
Oh. Yeah, under condition,
okay. So see, first we got all the employees from Maharashtra, and second was only Pune. So like this, you can add multiple conditions. Let's say you need the both, or third condition we will write constant. You need student from Maharashtra and Rajasthan. Okay. Constant Maharashtra, Rajasthan, employee. Employees dot filter. I need the employees which are from Maharashtra and Rajasthan also. How do I
Yeah.
write? X dot state equal to first will be Maharashtra. Will and work?
Or condition.
Or
Or we have
condition.
Or
that, right?
condition.
So X dot state is equal to Rajasthan. Okay, like that, so many various combinations your filters can be there.
Or condition.
Or condition. You put it under condition, sir.
So see, we got employees who are from Maharashtra and only one employee is there from Rajasthan. Clear? So your Nirupam, don't use it. I have to stop and show. Just clear it.
Yeah.
Getting it? So according to our requirement, so many things happen over here. Okay, your conditions will be changing. Again, see, most of the people, those who don't know find and filter, so instead of writing this, they use the for loop and iterate, and then inside if condition, you write it. Whatever we have done, same thing we can do with for loop also.
Yeah.
Right? But it is unnecessary, right? So
yes.
This happens with most of the people. In initial days, I also used to do this. I used to iterate and if statement, and again I used to push it to a different array. I also used to do it.
Yeah, actually the filter and then find the predefined JavaScript methods, especially array access methods. Previous senior developer and then release the features. But basically the filter and find map every methods work like depending with the for.
Correct. Okay. So whatever we did, we can do the same thing with for loop and for each and again while and everything over there. Okay. But this is the right way what we should use. Fine.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, what is the use of find in? See, whenever we are finding, it is going to give us the first record, as you said.
Right.
So where we can use it? Like,
see, let's say you have a condition or you are working on a particular task where whatever the record, any one record you need, or you know that for this particular condition, whatever the condition you are passing, there is going to exist only one record. Like with ID, primary key ID is not repeat, right?
Yes.
PAN card is not going to be repeated. Mobile number, email ID, this is not going to be repeated. So you know that whatever the condition you are passing, only one record is going to exist. So you have to use find. Right?
Sir, the login credentials?
Yeah, login credential also, right? We have
Yes,
that task. They will ask you to implement the login functionality, but they won't provide you the API also. So at that time, you have to use the find with username and the password with and condition. Correct?
Sir,
because
in
username can be twice.
It
sir,
actually
in
returns.
e-commerce. Okay, you go ahead. I will ask later. Yeah.
No issues. You can go ahead. No issue. I was just trying to ask that it always return the single value itself,
Yeah,
right?
single value itself.
Yeah, instead of the Boolean, right? It does not return Boolean. It returns
Yeah,
value
I
only,
will
right?
come to that. See, we have seen find and filter, right? So
yeah, I
again,
always get confused sometimes. That's why I'm just asking.
Find and filter is clear now. Find will get you the first element. Filter will get you all the matching element.
Okay.
Just like that. Let me put that.
Actually, the returning value based on your condition, you're multiplying additional operations you're using, the value should be increased. You checking and condition or equal to or double equal. This case will return, I think, true or false values.
No. Find and filter doesn't return anything. It will always return the element.
Yeah, value only.
Not true and false.
Sir,
Find and filter.
If you apply check like
doesn't matter whatever you do, find and filter will always return you the element, whatever the matching element. Okay. Now the second thing. So let's say you have a roll number. In this roll number, we have 101 twice. Okay.
Okay.
So constant is 101. Fine. Okay. Roll number dot find equal to 101. So what it will return?
Return
101
first.
we will get, no?
Yes.
Okay. Here we
The
will
first
get
value.
101.
The first
First
value,
Yeah.
value. Okay.
Yes, yes, first. Yes, first index.
See. Now, let's say you want to write a code that you need the index of it. You need the index of 101.
Sorry
Now
to
here
interrupt,
what you
sir.
are getting?
Just a quick question.
Now go ahead quickly.
So let's say we have this data, all the data in the front end itself, and if we
Uh-huh.
want to implement a search kind
Yeah,
of a
we can
method.
do. We can
So
do
we
with
have
filter
to
only.
use the filter only, na?
Yes, filter only.
Okay.
A filter will match all the records, whatever. But in the case of find,
Yes.
it will return only one value.
Single.
Yeah,
Single
that's the
element.
difference, no? Yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now, let's say you want to check the index of 101. Okay. You want to check the index from this array on which index you have this 101. Okay. So just like this, index of 101. So instead of find, you will use find index. Okay. Now what output I should get it over here?
0.
Index value, first index.
0.
Index.
Okay. See. Understood? If I, let's say I remove this 101. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. See, 7th index I got. So find index will get you the index. Whatever the condition you pass now, whatever the element it find, it will get you the index. It won't get you the element. It will get you the index of it. Find will get you the element itself. Find index will get you the index of that particular element.
Okay.
Clear?
Oh, clear.
Just like
So,
that. Wait,
yeah.
let me complete.
May I know its use cases where we can use such.
There are multiple use cases. Okay. Let's say, what do I tell them? Again, it's very project specific. I have used it multiple times, but right now.
Sorting the array.
Oh, okay.
Sorting, I'm not sure. But there are multiple use cases where we have to check the index and then by using that index, we do something. So many things are there. Okay.
Insert
Now,
an element in between two numbers.
Yeah, for that also you can use. You get the index and you replace that value with something else. Let's say you find a particular element 101 and you want to replace 101 something else. So you will find it and then you will replace it like that also. Fine. Now find will get you the element. Find index will get you the index of that element. One more is there. You just need to check if element is there or not. Okay. You don't need the element. You don't need the index. You just need to check if element is there present in your array or not. Okay?
Exist or not, right?
So
okay.
it's, yeah, exist or not. Is 101 exist. So roll number list dot include. Now here you just need to pass the element value that itself. Okay. What it return?
True or false.
Include true or false. See the return type. Boolean only. Okay. So if element present, it will return you the value itself. Sorry, true or false. See, currently 101 is there. So we are getting true. Let's say if I remove this 101, what do I get it over here in findIndex now? 101 is not present right now. What do I get it over here?
-1.
-1, right?
Yes.
So this is an intro question. With findIndex, what you get if the element is not there? So if you have actually written the code with if condition, you know -1 you get. Okay. So whenever you use findIndex, we always add a check with if it is not equal to -1. Okay. And here we will get the false. So clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Clear.
With find you got undefined. Over with findIndex you got -1 and in include you get false. Understood? Based on our scenario, based on our use case, we use any of it. You can use the same thing with filter also. Yes or no? We can use filter over here. We can use or not filter.
Filter also return undefined. If we
What it will return over here now?
Empty, no?
Empty array,
only,
na?
no?
Empty array it will return. So we can use any of it. Then if condition will be like length is 0, length is not equal to 0. Here, if it is true, here if it is not -1, here it is not undefined. Like that check we add.
So we
Here.
can check with the dot length, in that filter case.
Yeah, here dot length. Or here also you can, instead of dot length, here only you can get the length. So directly, if it is not equal to 0. Okay. So find, filter. So this happens like in one product base, they have asked me like various ways to filter. I have mentioned it down. He asked me to write it also. Then next question was that time complexity, which will execute first. Out of it, which will execute first? Which is faster?
Find.
Fill.
Find is faster.
Off on, no?
Find, filter, findIndex, or include.
Find.
Which will execute faster?
Find and findIndex.
Yeah, find index will
And
have
includes.
same complexity. Yeah.
Include will execute faster. Just check it. Why
okay,
include will execute faster?
And
Okay. FindIndex will execute the same way, but include will execute faster.
Okay.
Okay.
See,
I also
it's
don't know
order
the reason.
matters actually. It's order matters.
What? No.
Okay.
Out of these, question is which will execute faster? So as per I know, include will execute faster. Then find and findIndex is there.
Sir,
Then
but
lastly,
why
filter will be
include?
there.
Sir?
I also don't know. I also don't.
No. Acha, okay, no problem.
Just for
Sir,
when
I
I was
wanted
preparing,
to know.
I prepared.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to know about the find one. Is it useful in the e-commerce websites like for
It's
finding?
not like e-commerce only. Everywhere we use it.
Wherever.
It's not project specific. Every project we can actually use. Okay, forget about this. Spread operator. How many of you are using spread operator while working in Angular or destructuring? Anyone using?
Yeah, I'm using.
Yes,
We can use it also, right? But without using it also, we can work.
Yeah, object.assign we can use. Yeah.
Right? So it's on us. If we are using as I said, if those people, I also used to do the same thing. I was not aware about findIndex. So I used to iterate. And if condition I used to write and I used to complete my task. Okay. Even though those are pure JavaScript concept, we can actually use it while working on Angular also. Spread operator, object destructuring, array destructuring. But again, you need a project and people also like that who encourage you to use this. You need your TL also like that. When you raise the PR, he will provide you suggestion. Use destructuring over here. Use helper function over here.
Okay.
Anyone is using helper function?
Helper function. Yeah.
Like, what are helper function first of all? When do we say helper function in Angular or even JavaScript? What are helper function?
So
What kind of function you will say helper?
Like that function into another function.
No, repeat one properly.
I think map and all will be come under helper.
No, those are
So
higher
just
order
like
functions.
Higher order functions. So
I'm
helper
asking
are like
helper function.
helper functions are like making uppercase, lowercase.
No.
No, suppose if
so
you
just
want
like
to
sir,
create
just like I
it's not about
implemented
array.
in
It's not about array. Okay,
yeah,
forget
it's
about
common.
array.
No, it's common. Whatever we want,
It's not related to anything. I'm saying just helper function. What are helper function?
Yeah,
Sir,
helper
I
function
Filter
means a
include
common
are
function,
the
no? General function, we can say, no?
Yeah, but what type of function you will say like this is a helper function?
find
Suppose
filter
if we want,
include.
no, suppose,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, go
suppose
ahead.
if, suppose if we have, suppose if we want to convert a string to number or something, so such case of code we can write in a separate function, and then we can reuse that particular function whenever we.
Yeah, near about.
Call
Okay.
apply,
Anyone else?
bind. These are helper functions
No.
because it is a callback, right?
Sir,
No,
date
as I
function
said,
we can
nothing
use.
to do with callback or nothing to do that.
Okay.
It's a simple function.
Yeah.
Date functions again. Date function we can
General
use.
functions, you know, whatever we want. So
Let
that
me revise again. What is pure function?
pure function actually it returns this whenever we give the input, no. it always returns the same output.
Okay. Does
two
it
inputs.
use output? Does it use any outside state?
No.
No,
Okay.
actually.
So what happens? Okay. Now one more question. Can we create pure function in Angular?
Yeah, possible.
Right? It is just a function which doesn't use any outside state. Whatever the parameter you pass, it will do some operation with that and it will return something.
Yes.
That is pure function, which doesn't use output state, outside state. Okay. So consider, let me see if I have any project. Okay. I will try to explain now.
Okay.
So while working in component, we create so many functions. In some function, we think like this code we are going to use in multiple components. So we move that to our service also. Correct?
Yes.
But let's say whatever the logic you have written, that is not specific. Means if you move that to a normal JS file also or normal TS file also, not in a service also, it will work the same. Let's say you have a scenario where you have a function which will do some filter. Let's get a very basic example. You have a normal table, right? And above the table, you have a search box, right?
Okay.
Everyone using that.
Yes.
So let's say here you have the table. Okay. Above table, you have a search box. Okay. The functionality of this search box is whenever you type, it should filter the data from over here. Doesn't matter what property, all the properties. If you pass mobile number, it will filter out with mobile number. If you pass email ID, it will filter out with email ID. It will pass name, it will filter out with number. So you need to write a function which will help you to filter according whatever the data we have. Doesn't matter according to the property. It will filter out wherever you have that search text. So now this functionality, is it any component related? Is it only specific to any particular page? No, right?
General only.
So normally what we do, we keep it in a service, utility service or whatever the name you say, right? Okay. Now, whenever you put a function into your service, what happens when we say about dependency injection?
We can reuse it, no? Wherever, if you inject it.
Obviously, reusability is there. But I'm saying, let's say this function. This function is getting one parameter, and from that parameter, if it's checking like total fees is same or not, and it is returning something, string data is written. So instead of writing this, what we can do, let's say this logic, you are going to use it across various components. So what you do, you move this to a service.
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Let's say we move it to a service. Okay. Now here, instead of passing the object, you will pass two parameters, total fees and total received fees. Two parameter I'm passing. Same logic, just I'm changing. Instead of passing the object, I'm writing like this. Total fees. See it properly, okay? Okay. Now, if my function is, I have created this function into my service. Now, if you have to use this function into your component, you have to inject this service into your component, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But it is just a normal function.
Yeah. But it's
when
common
you inject this service, unnecessary, this is also getting injected, correct?
Yes.
Let's say this function you are injecting into your fees tracking component. And in fees tracking component, you are not making your API call. But unnecessary, this will also get injected, correct? So instead of what we do, we create helper function. So helpers.
Okay.
It's a normal TypeScript file.
Okay. In such cases, we have to make it separate, right? Okay, good.
It's a normal TypeScript file. Okay. Constant. So export const or a normal function also you can create.
Sir, in JavaScript also we create helper functions.
Yeah. What I'm doing wrong. No. Okay. So we will have two parameters over here. The logic will go over there. Okay. So same what function we had it over there, I have put it into a normal TypeScript file. Now this function, you can use it over here directly. Class name.
Sir, I have created one helper function to convert the base 64 just to send the backend.
Wait, Nantes. Wait. Okay. So I will pass this to parameter over here. We need to import it also.
Yes.
So now it is
Import.
trying to find the same function name, right? New.
Directly import inject.
Okay. Now, is there any injection needed?
Okay.
You know, in JavaScript, we say module. What is module in JavaScript? We just create normal JS file and we export everything. Wherever we need it, we use it by importing. So this is helper function. And this is nothing but pure function. So this also I get to know, don't get, what do we say? Don't think like you don't know it. I also didn't know it unless I got the recent project. Okay.
No, this is a good
So
thing.
it's possible that you don't know it. I also came across this recently only. In JavaScript,
Yeah.
I used to know it. But in Angular, no one thinks because we have daily deliverable. We cannot give so much time to think also like what possible solution we can give. Okay.
Yeah.
So now here, like whenever I raise the PR, our architect, because architect also check our PR. I don't know how they are free that much. So everything they see, if this doesn't have like this, we can move to a helper function. They will just ask everything. Our helper function is our almost code is on our helper function, unless your function is having this variable over here and with this property you are doing something.
You know how I was doing the same thing. I was creating a common service, and then I was.
But again, it's a service, na?
Yeah,
you have to
then
inject it, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So I was just injecting that common service in every
Right.
component,
Every component. So dependency injection is there. So many things happen. So why to do that? Just for a normal function.
So this one is better, no?
This one is obviously
Could you
better.
please show once again how you have used this helper.ts in your
Normal.
tracking.ts?
Normally your function, this we imported at the top.
No more thing, what is this advantage between using this in service or we are using in
See, if you keep this in a service, you have to inject that service into your component, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Right. So obviously dependency injection will come into action. Obviously it will take some time. It will create some object of your services, right? So in helper function, you don't have to worry about that.
So internally,
basically the dependent injection, whenever components will be initiating, that time will be everything inject.
Right.
So that ideal
It might be doing something, na? It might be taking some millisecond work.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Some performance. Okay.
If it is a big application, then it will be.
It will.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I said. Till now also, like JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citibank, all three projects I have worked, but I have never seen this over there. Now I'm working on a product, so I get to see this. So
these are good practice also.
It's a good practice, but again, like you need time also because
I have used
our way of working is something else, right?
Yeah, I have used this kind of things in Nest.js, and not just framework, Nest.js, but never used in Angular actually.
That's what I said. Whatever possible in JavaScript, we can use it, but we try not to see and find the possible again solutions, right?
I will try to implement in my next Angular project.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Sir, my network was gone. Can you please explain why we are using? I understood the helper function, but why we are using?
Just to keep our code loosely coupled. We don't want to inject something unnecessary into our component. Getting it? See, in master service, if you put this function into master service, in master service constructor, we have injected this HTTP client, right? When you inject this into your component, unnecessary, this object is also present. in your component dependency injection, correct? Even though in your field stacking, you are not making any API call, but this object will be initialized, correct?
Okay.
That is unnecessary, na? Because just this function, you kept it in your master service. So instead of it, we put it into our normal TypeScript file. It's a normal function, but just we are exporting so that we can use it into another component.
So what I understood is that if you use the service, no, if we try to inject any, as I mentioned earlier, like common service, all the methods will be injected into that, no. But here,
yes,
only
here
the
we don't have
specific
to worry
function
about that.
only will be.
And that too, when you call this function, then only it is getting used.
Yeah.
Yes.
That what do we say?
Required
Execution
method.
context, right? At whenever it is required. So loosely coupled, what we say, scalable.
Yes.
That we are achieving over here.
Great. Yeah.
Okay. So one more thing I got to know. In service, this is your employee service. Okay. Let's say service. Yeah. Now ng on destroy. Where do we use ng on destroy? And what's the purpose of it?
Yeah, when we
whenever
right?
Whenever component should be leaving, that time declare the value.
I'm doing it over here in service. Will it work in service?
I should not try that.
Okay.
No,
let's
it
try.
will only work in the component only, no? At
Yeah,
component
let's try.
separated. Yeah.
Let's try. Console.log.
It's a component lifecycle part, no?
Yeah, let's try now.
Okay.
The service. I also was shocked. Okay. Fine. In service, I have implemented on destroy. Okay. Now this service we will inject into our admin component. Sir, service. Okay. Now in admin component, I have injected my user service. In user service, I have implemented ng on destroy, and I have written it over here. Hello. Hello. Admin. Okay. This. But now catching is there, right? Even though component is destroyed, now still our lifecycle event will be executing. Let's see. And catch. Let's see if I go to admin. Now, how do I clear it? Because once you clear it again, your component will load. User service, are we injecting anywhere else? Admin data binding is also there. Okay, so what I wanted to explain. So in service also we can inject our, we can use our on destroy. Okay, only this one. Okay, not the remaining view, remaining lifecycle event, not just this one. But again, you need this to be injected. Like our project is having that micro frontend, right? And our services is in our different project. So whenever particular component, particular, what do we say? app, right? You have a big navbar, and when you click on navbar, one application loads. So once you navigate, your whole application object get destroyed, right? So at that time, our services on destroy will execute. In normal application, I also on that try. Okay, so this does execute. So what happens in service? In service also we do subscribe. Yes or no?
Yeah.
In
Yes.
services
Yes.
also
Of
we
course.
do subscribe.
Yes.
So
of
if
course.
we are subscribing over there, obviously that memory leak will happen in service also.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So we need to clear it, right? So that for that purpose we use it.
Okay. Okay. This is a
Okay.
valid point.
But I have never tried, you know.
I also didn't know this. When I joined this project, I got to know this. That's why we say na ki every at least once a time you should work on a product, right?
Great knowledge. Okay,
So service people are very limited to our knowledge because deliverable or the functionality is our prime focus. But in product, how you are writing the code, a single variable, why you created that single variable, you have to justify that. I had one PR which lasted for 3 weeks just because I was not able to explain them why I needed this variable. Everything was going on the chat. They agreed to take a call. Then I explained them why I needed this variable. Then that PR got approved.
Okay.
Right. So if you are getting chance and if you are okay to survive that pressure, you should at least work in one product. Your knowledge will double. This is just around 2 months. I have got to know so many things. Again, so many things are there, but it needs scenarios. Then only I can explain. So project helps us a lot. Okay. Coming back, one more thing I wanted to explain. So I have a product array. Okay. Now, if you check this product array, I have name. Okay. Now, if I say I need the list of product which names start with MO. I need list of product whose name will start with MO. How do you write it?
We can use start with.
Yeah, start with.
Start with, right? So,
Yeah.
now start with is from your array or somewhere else? Is it from array? Start with?
Just like, you know, map filter, it's just like that.
It's just like it came
It's
from
a string method.
No, it's part of string,
It's
no?
a string method.
It's a string. Yeah,
It has
yes.
nothing to do with array. Okay.
Yes, it's a string method.
Products dot.
Yeah.
You will use filter. Obviously, multiple record you are going to get. Correct?
Yes, filter.
Here m is equal to m dot name. Here you will use start with.
Start with, yes.
Okay. MO. Now here we have capitals now. That's why.
Yeah, recently I got in my interview, they asked something like this. Yeah.
This is interview question only. So many times they have asked you. Because as I said, not every time for everything you will use the library to prime ng or material to implement this. On search box also, let's say you are typing with CHE. So all the records starting with CHE should come, na?
Yeah.
Or if you are started writing 9898. So all the record wherever it is starting with 98. So start with plays a very important role. Getting it?
Yes.
So they ask this, see, again, it based on the interview person, the person who is taking the interview also. See, all the record we got, which are starting with mouse, MO. Okay. So again, it based on the people or the requirement they are having. If the requirement is very hard and fast, they will focus on only on the things what they use normally. So they will ask you everything this. They will ask you to create subject. They will ask you to create interval, pipe method, tap method, switch method. They will ask you to write only.
Yeah, we have another function now, like repeat in this along with the string.
What is that?
Repeat.
I don't have used that.
It comes with a
string value.
String only, yeah. Just like start with, So
just like
suppose,
repeat.
In my last interview, they asked me about this. What is the use case of repeat and all? What is the use case? All these things.
Okay. I think repeat is like on a particular string, how many times that particular
Yes,
character is
exactly,
repeated like that?
exactly.
Okay, so you cannot use that on the array then. You need a normal string and on that you do it. Again,
Yeah.
see, so many things are there. You cannot learn everything, but at least these are the mostly what we use. Repeat, I don't think I also heard it for the first time, repeat.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know, like
next.
the use case was like, you know, they gave me a string like Node.js. Okay, they asked me to create a new pattern. It's like you know, repeating on suppose n should not repeat n. Then we have O. We have to repeat O only one time. Then
Okay, so you
like
check that count.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had to check the count. Based on that, we had to use this repeat method, no? So that it is easy. Like we loop this array, okay, and then string is an array only, no? So we'll get.
Got it.
Yeah, then we have to, like, you know, check whether it is based on this index. If it is 0 index, then we don't need to anything. Otherwise,
right,
we had to
will
repeat
write
that single character multiple times based on the index. So it was the use case actually. So I couldn't answer it. in the
Again, it
interview.
is very specific. Not in every
Yeah.
project you will write something. Just like
Yeah.
that, one person asked me this. We have this paragraph. Okay. Now in this paragraph, above this paragraph, you will have a search box. Okay. And if in the search box you written and. So in this paragraph, wherever you have the and, that should get highlighted. This was the task after this. I think this in the 4th round they have asked me. Okay. A paragraph is there in your div tag, you are printing it. And above that, you have a text box. So you need to basically do the filter, but with the string. And whatever the characters are there, let's say if I add and, so and should get highlighted, like how it is working now right now. Just like that you have to do, but not with this custom code you need to write. Okay. So I provided 2 solutions, but again, pseudo only. Okay. We cannot write this at the interview, but they just wanted to see the thought process, how you are thinking. So with structural directive, I said like, yeah, I will create an array of every word. Then I will create span, and while appending, if that word matches, I will add an extra class. Got it? So he said, okay, any other solution? I don't know what he might have done. He was expecting that, but we cannot, no? Within that time, how we can think of all the possible and in optimized way also. It's not possible. Okay. So like this task also they are doing, but don't, whatever you think, na, at least tell something.
Okay.
It's not guaranteed that every time you will be able to provide the optimized and the correct answer. But what they just wanted to see the thought process, like how you think for a particular task. It can be wrong or it can be right, but at least you are thinking something. So don't let that question go empty. Think properly, take time and tell something. Okay. Fine. So find, filter, these are very important one. Make sure you know this. Doesn't matter related to your experience. They will ask you this from 0 to 9 plus or even 10 plus also they are going to ask you this. Okay. Fine. Thank you all. Stop for now. I have something to go.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thanks for
Thank you,
joining.
Pranab. Thank you for your valuable time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.